the weight did start coming off, like actually quite quickly. I'd been really debating on adding those, but I'm really glad I did because then I broke through my plateau.
Recently, I got to interview Kristen, who's been using intermittent fasting for over a year, initially saw really great results, but then started to plateau. That is until she added in this one intermittent fasting tip. And once she did this, she was able to completely break through her plateau and lose another 15 pounds while feeling a lot better in the process. So I wanted to bring on Kristen, have her share her story and what it was that actually helped her to break through her intermittent fasting plateau so that it can help you guys along with your intermittent fasting journey as well. So I hope you guys really enjoy. Say hello to Kristen.
So my name's Kristen. I live in Oklahoma. I'm 34. I'm a middle school assistant principal, and I've been in education now for 12 years.
What was it that initially caused you to want to start intermittent fasting specifically in the first place?
Oh, it's kind of embarrassing, but whatever, I don't care. Back in the spring of 2020, when like COVID hit and everything, our school shut down and I was the heaviest I'd ever been in my life. And I just remember sitting there thinking, well, now I have all this extra time on my hands and I'm not feeling good about myself or the way I look or anything like that. And so I have all this spare time now that school is shut down. So I might as well try to start getting healthy. My hairstylist, she had mentioned intermittent fasting to me. And so I went and was like, okay, I want to know more about this. It sounds like something I can do, something sustainable. And I did what anyone else does and went on YouTube and searched intermittent fasting. And then your channel popped up.
YouTube University. So when you first started, what were the types of experience, like what did you experience first, just from intermittent fasting itself?
Like, well, when I first started, I hadn't gotten too into like your science-backed nerdy information and stuff. I was just kind of dipping around into it, just doing like finding my window and really wasn't focusing too much on what I was eating during that window, actually tracking my macronutrients. I was tracking that and trying to like stay in a daily zone for that or whatever. And I did see some weight loss, but then I was like, I can't do this the rest of my life. Like I can't count and keep track of stuff. This isn't something I want to do in even, a year or when I'm 60 years old. And so that's when I started really just binge watching your videos more. And I don't count macronutrients anymore. And I was walking and drinking more water, got rid of some things, really just started applying some of your principles. And like the weight did start coming off, like actually quite quickly.
And how did you feel during that time? Did you notice outside of weight loss any other experiences?
Yeah, I was sleeping better. I know you talk about that a lot. And it was good sleep too. Like it was good sleep. I know like my body well enough now to know that when I'm getting off the rail a little bit, maybe like my sleep is affected and it just affects everything else. And so definitely I was getting better sleep. I felt just calmer, like mentally and emotionally, more mental clarity as well. And I felt better and I had more energy too. I had like this ultimate goal in mind. Like I said, I was at the heaviest I'd ever been. I wanted to get down to the weight on my license because I wasn't completely truthful about that when I last got my license. So going like this past January 2021, I really wanted to meet that goal, a weight loss goal before the 1 year mark of me starting intermittent fasting. So March of this past spring. And I was just kind of lollygagging around a little bit, honestly. Like I wasn't gaining weight, but I wasn't losing either. I don't know. I was just kind of going through the motions, I guess. Then the fall intermittent fasting challenge, I was kind of like, okay, I'm going to add the strength training exercises now. I'd been really debating on adding those, but I'm really glad I did because then I broke through my plateau.
You'd mentioned that you're a little hesitant at first to incorporate the strength training. So what was the hesitation and what was it that caused you to be like, all right, I'm going to do it?
I'm 34 years old and I'm just the type of person, like if I'm going to do something, I want it to be something I could see myself doing long term. So I was kind of avoiding the strength training exercises because I hadn't strength trained at all, but I'd seen success and I hadn't really strength trained honestly since I was in high school when I played sports and stuff. And so that was kind of like scary a little bit, but kind of encouraged me to just take that leap and do it. Was some people in the Facebook group talked about that quite a bit. So I would read their comments and things they had to say. A lot of people were just encouraging, like, just do it, just go for it, during the challenge. So I was kind of like, okay, I will. And then I'm glad I did. They were just the right kind of challenging for my body. Like, it wasn't too hard, it wasn't too easy. And actually, I eased myself into it. I didn't even start with weights. Like, my body, I just did the motions. And then the next week, I added the 3-pound weights. And then the next week, the 5-pound. And then now I'm at like the 8-pound weights. And I could maybe go up if I wanted to, but I'm liking where I'm at right now.
That's really smart though to do that, because you don't want to jump straight into something that you haven't done in a long time and potentially injure yourself. So that's really smart that you ease into it in that way.
When I added in the strength training for the fall intermittent fasting challenge, I lost, I'm pretty sure I lost inches. I didn't measure my inches, but I probably should have, but I had to have lost inches. I dropped 12 pounds during that time about, like I said, I broke my plateau. Thank goodness, finally. And I went down my clothing size too.
With adding that in, because I know sustainability is really important for you, which I 100% agree with. I don't think you should ever add something in if you don't think that you can maintain it for life. Just like counting macros, like who's going to actually go around with their phone their entire life, like calculating things? I personally couldn't do that. But do you feel like this is something that you can do for life, that you can maintain adding in some level of strength training?
Yes, like especially because the exercises, they're not super hard or anything. You know, I can see my body moving like that when I'm older and not being crippled or struggling with that. It might not be as much, but I can still see myself doing the motions. And I haven't stopped doing those exercises because I feel good when I do them.
What would you say you've learned that can help others?
I would definitely say working out during your fasted state. That was one thing I also was struggling adapting to in the mornings as opposed to after school when I get out, when I get home. But I know myself, and I know that I would just be too tired when I get home from work. And then reading all the information, honestly, that you put out there, I think just knowing the information behind it is what has made me be able to just continue and grow in that.
Now, if you're looking to get started with your intermittent fasting journey, you can check out the Complete Intermittent Fasting Bundle, which is what Kristen used to achieve her weight loss goals with intermittent fasting. The bundle has the tips, the strategies, the meal plans, and the workouts to help you achieve your weight loss or wellness goals with intermittent fasting. So you can check out the details for the Complete Intermittent Fasting Bundle down in the description below. Just click the show more icon below and you'll be able to find the details there. Now, if you're looking for more information on intermittent fasting, you can check out what I eat in a day with intermittent fasting with this video next. Also, if you're new to my channel and you love this science-backed information, make sure you subscribe right here. Come out new videos every Tuesday and Thursday. All right, guys, thanks so much for tuning in, and I'll see you in my next video.